Good morning. This is the last video of the week. So today I will tell you more about myself, my background, and why am I being a coach. To ease this video and not explain you everything about me and my life, I will share three transitions that I've made and also three key moments of my life. So the first transition, I think, is a funny one. I've been raised in a more female environment, being more in a female school. And then during university, I decided to do a business master's. So I was more surrounded by men as well in my consulting career during 13 years. And when I started my expatriation, then I came back to a world that is more surrounded by women, and I'm no coach and coaching women only. So those are some changes I've made, during my life. The second transition, as you know, is that I was an employee. So I've worked for 13 years in consulting, worked on many projects for many different organizations. And then now I'm an entrepreneur, a coach. So it's very different kind of work. It's definitely a transition from one to the other. And then a last transition is from being a consultant, which is someone who gives solutions. So we go to clients and we propose options, we give solutions, we advise. So it's a very specific type of work. And now as a coach is pretty different, as I'm not telling people what to do. I'm curious, I ask a lot of questions. I support them in the decision making and in them achieving the results, but I'm not telling them what to do. So it's a very different kind of role being a coach or being a consultant. In terms of my three key moments, I think the first one really in my life was to become a mom. That was really a big change for me, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I would say. It's also the moment that I realized that still today it's difficult for a woman to combine being a mom and having a career. Not that it's impossible, but not everything is there to make it happen, I would say. A second very important moment of my life is when I did a burnout. Because at that moment of time, I realized a lot of things about myself, thanks to a coach, actually. So that coach helped me really to know myself better, to understand how I was working, what was important for me, my needs, my values, and actually also gave me the interest in coaching. So it's from there that I've been very passionate about self-development. And at the point of time, I knew that I would train myself as a coach, which I did when I was in expatriation. I followed two trainings, associate coach and a professional coach in a school that is accredited by ICF, the International Coaching Federation. So definitely the burnout as a difficult moment, but actually as a gift. It's also what I tell the women that I coach and that are in burnout or close to it or in exhaustion phase, is that it's a strangely wrapped gift, because it is a gift to bounce back to something else. And then I think the last key moment is my expatriation, which was a really wonderful time. It's a unique experience, with a lot of beautiful moments and also a lot of challenging and difficult ones. So it has really shaped me as well. I've learned a lot as well about myself, but also about my children, my family in general. So those are three key moments that are actually also transitions. So I've shared with you 6 transitions. Next to that, I do love the blue color, as you may have noticed. I do a lot of yoga. I like to read. I like nature. I like to travel. I'm listening a lot to podcasts nowadays, which I find really interesting. Yeah, and in general, I do love life, and I'm passionate about being a coach and making my contribution to the women out there and also to the world. I hope this was interesting information for you. If you have questions, as usual, do not hesitate to contact me and ask other questions if you are curious. Thank you so much for watching and listening all those videos, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great end of the week and a good weekend. Bye bye.